In an address marking Labour Day in Skn Nevis, Dr. Denzel Douglas, leader of the opposition Skn Nevis Labour Party, said new policies and measures will be introduced to improve the life of workers post-COVID-19. With general elections constitutionally due by mid-year, Dr. Douglas was calling upon workers to consider the party's plans should it win the next general elections. Dr. Douglas was addressing workers live via social media and on radio during 4th May, a public holiday placed on the COVID-19 lockdown. According to the party leader, the measures will put people back to work in the shortest possible time.
And so I give you the assurance, that firm assurance, that our party has the plans and ideas that will put our people back to work as swiftly as possible. It is for this very reason that we have established an Economic Recovery Advisory Council that will guide our country back to global competitiveness in the shortest possible time. Our party, the Next Gen SKN, will also ensure that our workers are compensated for the risk that they have taken during this crisis and for the inordinate burden that they are bearing.
Douglas disclosed several measures that will be undertaken by the Labour Party should it be in government after the upcoming general elections.
And so to this end, we shall do the following. 1. Introduce flexi hours for civil servants. 2. Provide financial assistance through a form of unemployment insurance provided by a revamped severance fund. 3. Provide loans and grants to small businesses in order to preserve employment and help them stay afloat. And 4. Provide temporary payroll and other forms of support to allow small businesses to recover and assist large companies that are experiencing economic difficulties to fully re-engage workers who have been laid off or who have had their hours shortened dramatically.
An increase in wages will also be pursued as part of the recovery program, said the leader of the Labour Party. Glenn Bart, Skn Newsline.
A coronavirus survivor believes a combination of prayers and homemade Caribbean remedies led to her recovery from the dreaded disease. Elvidine Huey, a Jamaican native residing in New York, contracted the coronavirus in March and shared her harrowing experience in an exclusive interview with Skn Newsline.
The person who I contracted the virus from passed away. So and it was a couple of days after I was sick that he passed away that I figured more or less that's what I had. So I decided to go get tested. I did get tested. It came back positive. It was not nice because I was home. Thank God I didn't have to go to the hospital. I was home and I had to be quarantined away from my kids. So it was really a rough experience. The breathing was the worst, especially at night. I can't figure out why at night, but the breathing was the hardest and the coughing. I still have a cough. It's now almost 6 weeks and I still have a cough. A nurse told me that that's because I still have fluid in my lungs why I still cough. But I'm not coughing as much as I was before.
Ms. Huey said she believes her situation would have worsened if she was hospitalized in New York.
I feel like I was safer at home than the hospital because I was hearing so many things that was happening in the hospital. So I refused to go. I decided to stay home and do all the Jamaican remedies that I was taught coming up. And people were sending me all sort of stuff that I needed to do, like steaming my face with orange peel and lemon and garlic and onion. I did that a lot. I was drinking a lot of lemon and honey and garlic 3-4 times a day.
The coronavirus survivor also shared some of the things she did to help her overcome the ailment.
Sometimes I feel like my heart stopped and I have to get up and start moving around and start breathing. Like I feel like if I try to breathe harder, take deep breaths, I would feel better. And during the process, I learned an exercise that, like, weeks after I saw this news anchor talking about it, and I said, "Oh my God, that was the exercise I was doing." And I did not know at the time, because I've never gone through therapy, breathing therapy, or anything like that, to know that this was something, and I know it was God, to know that this was something that I had to do to keep myself breathing properly. I had to extend my hands above my head and bend over all the way from my waist down and stretch to touch my legs. And then that's when I feel like, oh my God, I could breathe better.
Though recovered, Huey has since done another test to reaffirm her status and is awaiting the result. She said she still feels some of the effects of the virus and is hoping for the best. The full interview of Elvidine Huey's experience can be heard on Voice of the Caribbean Radio during the program Let's Talk St. Kitts and Nevis this Wednesday at 10 a.m. Andre Huey, Skn Newsline. In paying tribute to workers for Labor Day, Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris, in a national address on Sunday, thanked workers for their contribution to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis during these difficult times. Dr. Harris lamented that workers around the region were unable to celebrate Labor Day as normal due to the restrictions brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic.
These are highly unusual times. The world is faced with a pandemic which is devastating in its impact. Normally, workers in our region would be out in the streets in great numbers celebrating Labor Day. Sadly, due to the worldwide COVID pandemic, this is not possible, as we must protect ourselves against the spread of the virus. Health experts around the world have advised that social distancing and the avoidance of crowds are effective ways to slow the transmission of the dreaded coronavirus disease. I know that this is an inconvenience, but it is one we must endure to safeguard our health and well-being.
Dr. Harris said his government has delivered on the values which Labor Day represents.
We have delivered real labor values through a record number of new jobs, which means more opportunities for our working people. Our plan for rebuilding St. Kitts and Nevis post-COVID-19 would result in thousands of jobs for our young people and exciting new opportunities for business in the future. We have recorded 5 years of consecutive economic growth. Our streets today are safer, and major crimes have declined dramatically year on year, and thousands have benefited from our housing support. We have always been supportive of workers, and we will continue to be. That is why we were able to deliver the most comprehensive stimulus package in the Caribbean region to help those workers hit hard by COVID-19.
The Prime Minister said his government will continue to fight for the workers and the labor values and traditions celebrated on Labor Day. The traditional Labor Day march through the streets of Bastia, usually led by the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party, was not held as the country was under a lockdown to encourage social distancing. This is one of the measures being used by countries around the world to prevent the spread of the novel coronavirus. Andre Huey, Skn Newsline. During this time of lockdown, we need hope, real hope. Join us for real, remnants empowering authentic love. Several nights of virtual crusade live on Facebook and other online platforms. Starting Wednesday, April 29th at 7 p.m. Tune in for powerful messages from mighty servants of God, Bishop George Bloomer.
That every one of you that was weeping and going through hell, your tears have been watering your seed.
Pastor Mark Stewart from Jamaica.
Look at me, I'm better now. Used to be bitter, but now I'm better.
Pastor Philip Thomas from the UK.
That I've got to praise him, I've got to shout, and I've got to do what I need to do in God.
Zachary Obey, Bishop Richard Gordon from Jamaica,
If you work the word will work for you.
and Prophetess Sharon Whitelaw say,
God said in His Word that we must understand when we know what's right to do.
hosted by Bishop Cyprian and co-pastor Nelson Williams. Follow the live stream on the New Birth Gospel Tabernacle Facebook page, the NBGT Android mobile app, or www.newbirthskb.org. It's real, remnant empowering, authentic love starting April 29th at 7 p.m. God is real, real impartation, real deposit. Don't you miss it.
You should have been mad, but God.
Hey, scan this. Boy, what that stand for?
We are Skn Newsline Waste Disposals.
Oh, so it's I just rent the big bin for when people cleaning the yard and construction project and so?
Yes, we do that.
Okay, so what about septic tank and grease trap cleanings?
Yes, we do that.
Them portable toilet rental?
Yes, we do that.
So what about if I want to rent a sexy bar trailer for like VIP events or my outdoors wedding?
Yes, we do that.
Residential garbage pickup?
Yes, we do that.
Okay. So if my office have a bunch of documents we need shredded?
Yes, we do that.
Boy, I talking to you and you know, but when you answer me, I hearing like 10 people.
That's just the strength of our team working for you. Watch now. Call us at 662-3329 and we'll come and do that for you.
Like us on Facebook.
Quality Diagnostic Laboratory, your newest partner in your healthcare. We offer the latest in on-island clinical laboratory testing, a comprehensive range of blood tests, urine tests, stool and other testing such as cholesterol and sugar testing, as well as hormone, kidney and liver functions, and many more. Quality Diagnostic Laboratory is located at the corner of Keon Street and Fines Avenue, opposite the Greenlands pasture. Our opening hours from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday are designed with you in mind. We are also open on Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. for your further convenience. Call or contact us at 465-6657 or email us at info@qualitydiagnosticlab.com. Quality Diagnostic Laboratory. Excellence in performance.
Power company SKelec is encouraging customers whose income have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic to apply for the 3-month moratorium for bill payments of their electricity bills. Speaking to Skn Newsline, SKelec's corporate communications manager, Patrice Harris, said customers would need to prove that they have lost their jobs in order to qualify for the moratorium.
Especially those customers who are within the tourism sector. We, through the government of St. Kitts and Nevis, have offered a moratorium, which means a deferment on payments for 3 months. These 3 months will be April, May, and June. Customers will be entitled to pay their March bill, but that payment is due up until July. So they have until July to make that payment, and then after July they will sign up for our deferred payment plan, where they will come to an agreement with SKelec as to how they intend to bring their account up to date. Customers who can show that they have been impacted, whether through a letter from their job saying that they were laid off, or a business license, or someone who is self-employed, any documentation that they can provide, that is all that we require. It's extremely simple to apply online. Skelec.kn, then you go to the customer service section, and then there is a form for COVID-19 deferred payments.
Ms. Harris said customers are encouraged to make payments if they can.
If you can make a payment, you can opt to make that payment. It's encouraged that you make a payment if you can, but most importantly, once you're on that moratorium, you're not expected to make a payment until July. We also have our deferred payment plan that customers are eligible for. Our moratorium, it's not very not a very broad brush. We are evaluating on a case-by-case basis, and so the most important thing for customers to do would be to apply.
Meanwhile, Ms. Harris offered customers advice during this time as it relates to conserving energy.
That's obviously because we're home for a greater period of time and we are looking at our devices, we're charging more, we might be switching on our AC units or using our fans for an extended period of time. A lot of us are working from home, which means that our computers will be plugged in and we'll be using them extensively. So I want customers to be mindful of this. Try to see as much as possible how you can conserve energy during this time, because you definitely don't want to see a skyrocketed bill because you did not pay attention or recognize that you are home for a longer period of time and you will be using more energy during this time. And we really want to, as much as is reasonably possible, to encourage our customers to be financially responsible. It does not necessarily mean that you should take all of your money and go and do panic buying or excessive shopping, but to be as responsible as possible.
The moratorium on electricity bills is part of the government's COVID-19 economic stimulus package. Audrey Huey, Skn Newsline.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Hazel Laws disclosed in a COVID-19 briefing that 6 persons have recovered and been released from isolation. These victims were categorized as travel-related after being quarantined and tested on their entry to St. Kitts and Nevis. Speaking at a late April briefing, the CMO gave a breakdown of the COVID-19 statistics as they relate to St. Kitts and Nevis.
To date, 293 persons have been sampled and tested, with 15 confirmed positive, 271 confirmed negative, and 7 results pending. This afternoon, I want to inform you that 6 confirmed cases have recovered. I repeat, 6 confirmed cases have recovered. To date, we have 0 deaths. Currently, 5 persons are quarantined in a government facility, while 55 persons are quarantined at home. 9 persons remain in isolation, while 688 persons have been released from quarantine.
Importantly, Dr. Laws took the time to address the critical need to support the body's immune system and outlined several actions one should take.
Eat more fruits, vegetables, and leafy greens. Fruits and vegetables contain high levels of antioxidants and nutrients which boost the production of cells which support the immune system. Aim to consume at least 3 servings of fruits and vegetables daily. Number 2, get more sleep. While we sleep, our body repairs and builds our immune system to fight off viruses. Aim to get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep daily. Sunshine increases vitamin D. Our body creates vitamin D from direct sunlight on our skin when we are outdoors. Studies show that vitamin D activates the cells which help to fight infection. Aim to get 1 to 2 hours of direct sunlight per day to get your fill of vitamin D. Exposure to sunlight is preferred at the beginning and at the end of each day to minimize the harmful effects of ultraviolet light on your skin.
Dr. Laws also reiterated the relevance of addressing one's mental health in order to cope with COVID-19 related environments. Glenn Barth, SKN Newsline.
You care about what goes on your skin. You care about the ingredients, organic and natural products. We have Rituals brand, Victoria's Secret, and much more. Discover the collection of prestige natural beauty. There are too many chemicals. Time to change. Go to Lucky's Duty Free at King's Pavilion Hotel on Bay Road, Bastia. Treat yourself as a princess. Also, Bath and Body Works coming soon. Check us out on Facebook. Open hours are from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Give us a call, 466-7059. Lucky's Duty Free.
Looking for a clean haircut to make you look your best? Then come to Creative Barber Salon on Church Street, Bastyr. At Creative Barber Salon, you can choose from a wide variety of services: straight haircut, cut and shave, square and shave, children haircut, ladies cut, square, and much more. Customer service guaranteed. Opening hours Monday to Thursday 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Friday to Saturday 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call 765-0460. Visit Creative Barber Salon today on Church Street, Bastyr, specializing in all styles of haircuts.
Banners, commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
The police are investigating an incident in which a woman was robbed and physically assaulted on Saturday, May 2nd. According to a police report, Sue Woodard of Half Moon Bay was in her home when 3 masked men entered and demanded money. Miss Woodard resisted and was assaulted by one of the men. The assailants took a small sum of money as well as a number of personal items and fled the scene. Investigations into the matter are ongoing. Persons with information about this incident are asked to contact the Criminal Investigation Department at the Bastyr Police Station by dialing 465-2241, their nearest police station, or the crime hotline at 707. Andre Huey, Skn Newsline. On the occasion of World Press Freedom Day, the Media Institute of the Caribbean, MIC, is expressing concerns as it relates to the freedom of and access to information during the current global health crisis. In a statement, the MIC said current laws hinder transparency, accountability, and investigative journalism. The refusal by various governments to share and publish data remains a problem. The statement continued, information is key and influences policy change in many positive ways. The free flow of information, timely reporting, and provision of data by the government institutions can help our societies nurture the democratic process. It is our hope that there will be collaboration and discussion between governments and regional media associations with regards to the legislative changes, the statement added. The MIC noted that the role and significance of media is evident now more than ever as the world faces an existential crisis. Journalists across the world have stepped up to the challenge of ensuring the public is provided information that could save their lives. In some countries, the Institute noted that journalists are sacrificing their own lives to get the stories. In other countries, journalists have been attacked for asking authorities to provide more relevant information for the public. The Institute said it salutes all journalists who are selflessly ensuring that people stay informed. This year's theme of World Press Freedom Day is Without Fear or Favor. World Press Freedom Day is observed on May 3rd. Andre Huey, Skn Newsline.
St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris said the likely slow return to global tourism will give the Federation time to implement the new realities for the industry. Commenting on COVID-19 matters in the Federation with a Sky News editor in a live news link between London and St. Kitts, Prime Minister Harris said the restart of the tourism industry will have to be slow and dependent upon the recovery profiles in source markets such as the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom.
Indeed, it not only behoves that all of us do what we can, because even if St. Kitts does continue to do as good as we are doing, and the rest of the world is lagging behind, then there will be no tourism. And so all of us globally have to be working in hand to achieve the goal of getting our societies back to normalcy or as near normal as soon as we conveniently can.
According to Prime Minister Harris, a systematic return to tourism will allow tourism stakeholders to rebrand and implement strategies in the context of post-COVID-19 realities.
And what it does is that it gives us time to deal with the health imperatives of a new brand of tourism, a new brand of tourism product, which we now have to offer, and to prepare our people, reorienting them to a new engagement with the people where health is going to be a principal concern as we open our borders in the future to the arrivals of guests who come to enjoy and experience our culture and all the other assets that we have.
He said issues of safety of employees and the kinds of personal interactions to be allowed will be central to the discussion of tourism planners. Glenn Barth, Skn Newsline.
For all your printing needs at top-notch quality, go to Digital Print Plus, located on Princess Street, Bastyr, St. Kitts. At Digital Print Plus, you get the best in business cards, letterheads, envelopes, wristbands, tent cards, rack cards, flyers, brochures, logo designs, posters, photos, architectural designs, 3D renderings, and so much more. Digital Print Plus gives you the best quality at competitive prices. Contact us at 767-7468 or email digitalprintskn@gmail.com or follow us on Facebook at digitalprintskn. Digital Print Plus for all your printing needs at the best quality.
Auto Plus Car Wash, located on the College Street Gut, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Bring your car to Auto Plus Car Wash to remove water stains, wiper marks. Get your doors, roof panel cleaned, seat floor mats, buffing, headlights, and engine wash. You get quality service at the best price at Auto Plus Car Wash. They really care for your car. Call 765-5140 or visit them on the College Street Gut, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Auto Plus Car Wash, where the service is number one.
KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises.